Hey guys, so today we are going to be looking at this. It is an IMOUMLIVE. It's a mini electric chainsaw. It's 6 inches long. So basically it's going to come in a box like this. You just pull it open real easy. You will see it comes with a manual that's looks like it's about 12 pages long. And then you will have a screwdriver, some oil, a cleaning brush, and of course the saw itself. And then you will have your charger and your battery. So this style battery is not the kind that you plug into a thing. You're going to notice that it's going to plug in right here. So basically, it has a slot for the plug-in thing if you have one, but it comes with the plug-in style that you will just plug in here. And then you will have your button on the front to test how much your battery is. So you see this battery is completely full. You just hold in on the button. The saw itself will look like this. Weighs about, I'd say about 4 to 5 pounds. Has a 6-inch blade. You see the blade here. It's got a nice little cover on it. It also has this piece here that is a guard to protect you, but it is adjustable. So if you get on something and you're cutting, it will slide back. You will see you have this piece here, which basically you open and close. You will use that to loosen your blade and adjust it if you need to. So if you need to loosen this up to move your blade in and out as your chain starts getting a little bit loose, you can. So you just tighten it, make sure that's tight. So when you go to use it, you also have a safety. You will use the safety and push down on the button. Now, don't want to forget to point out, this is a 21 volt max lithium ion battery. Basically, it's just going to click into place. So a couple things we want to point out on this. We have the battery in. We haven't pushed this. This is still on. Keep this away from children. This is a very sharp blade. If you're unsure on how to use it, use both hands, because this can hit something, a knot or something on the tree, and kick back. That's why the guard is here, but you don't want it to kick and hit you. So basically, it's a dangerous device, so be careful with it. Make sure you use it properly. Then, so we got the blade removed, so we got our safety. We're getting ready to use it for the first time. So I'm going to put this in my other pocket. This is made for trimming, pruning, stuff like that. It's not made for cutting down a tree. So we're going to do like small branches here. So we got some branches here, so here's my safety. You see that it's working. I used both hands. I put one around the bottom here. You can use one hand on something small, but if you're worried about a kickback, I would recommend using both hands. So here we got a branch back here that is about 1.5 inches thick. Cut right through it with no problem. You see it cut right through that. This one's about 1/2 inch thick. Cuts through with no issues. So we're going to go to one a little bit thicker that I cut last year. This one is about 2.5 to 3 inches thick. So we're going to go through this one. And you see it has no problem cutting through it. It's real easy for that. You can also use this for, this is for trees. If you're pruning something like a small bush, we have some small bushes. This will cut right through that. Really quick and easy to use. I like it. Before you go to put the blade back on, I do recommend 2 things. First, you remove the battery. And secondly, since you moved the battery, because you're going to clean it. So make sure that you clean it properly. You take this off. Here's my bag. I'm just going to clean the blades, the chain. And you'll see the chain has already come a little bit loose. That's why you have the tool to adjust it. You just basically brush it off. The chain will continue to loosen. That's why you have this. You remove it, you pull this blade out. All chainsaws do that, but you also need to use chainsaw lube on this. I didn't use any. Basically the blade's still so tight, but you want to make sure you keep this lubed, because it will rust and it will start doing things. Put your brush back away so that you do not forget it or lose it. Then we will put our cover back on. Make sure you do all these steps simply because of safety. That way, if this is around, someone will not cut themselves. Do not leave it with the battery stored on it. Store them separately. So if you ever need to change this blade, basically you're going to remove this cover. It's just a screw on. This will come off. Your blade will be here. You basically will just slide this off, and then after you slide it off, you will make sure you line these back up. Now be careful, these are sharp. This will basically line up this clip here. This may be crooked or may not, and you'll just twist this just a little to get it where you want. And you will put this piece back on. If you need to adjust, make it tighter, because we showed you the blade does loosen, you basically take the screwdriver that came with it, right here, and you will just go down. If you look inside here, there is a spot for a screwdriver. When you do this, as I do this and I twist it, it moves this pin in here, back and forth. See that I loosened my blade. If I go see it made my blade a little bit loose. If I want to tighten it, I go the opposite direction that I just went. Make sure you get it inside the screw hole. And you will feel it tightening or loosening as you're doing it. You'll figure, there, I tightened it some. Put it back together just by holding it in place. Put this back on. Screw this back into place. Now you don't have to remove this to adjust the blade. I was just showing you if you ever have to change your chain. That's how you do it. And you'll see as I tightened this, I also tightened it. It was just a hair loose from using it for the first time. And if you don't keep it lubricated, this will stretch very easily, so make sure you keep it lubricated. Very nice saw. Just remember your safety. If you're going to use it and you go to squeeze it, it doesn't work, push this button in. That allows it to release. And as soon as you let go, you'll see your safety pops back out so that it doesn't come back on again. That is a safety device. Make sure you put your cover back on as well. Looking at this IMOUMLIVE, it is a 21 volt, 6-inch chainsaw. It says it's an electric chainsaw, but it's actually battery powered. It's really nice, handy to use. We showed you how it cuts through stuff very easily. Main thing is the safety feature. Make sure you're safe with it. Keep it out of reach of children. I really liked it. It did exactly what it's supposed to. It's a lot easier than using pruners or shears. It just cuts right through stuff. We're going to put the link for this in the description. Like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. And if you're in the market for a mini chainsaw or a pruner, this is great. We cut through 3-inch branches with no problem. Didn't see anything wrong with it. Really lightweight, easy to use, convenient. I definitely like this model. And I'll probably get a lot of use out of this doing pruning myself.